We live in what I've started thinking of as the performance machine. Every day, coming at us, finished products, the photograph that was selected out of 150 that were taken, the paragraph that survived 2 months of editing, the song after it was mixed and remixed, the business after it was successful, the room after the renovation, the person after the body transformation, the competent speaker after 20 years of practice and experience. But what we don't see, or at least we rarely see, is the practice, the repetitions, the abandoned drafts, the drawings that didn't work, those awkward rehearsals, those really embarrassing first attempts, and then those long stretches where nothing really happened. We are consuming conclusions all day long. And then we sit down in front of our own beginnings and we wonder why they feel inadequate. We compare the private beginnings of our work with the public endings of somebody else's. That is an unfair comparison. It's an impossible comparison. And the problem is not just with that comparison. I think it's that, to some degree, the mediums that we exist in every day train us to jump ahead, judge, react, continue. The next thing is already here. You're already late for it. You're already behind the times. Oh, the next thing is here, and the next thing, and the next thing, before our own response has even fully formed to the first thing, something else arrives to replace it. And I was looking through, I was doing some reading the other day, and I found a recent study used the contemporary phrase brain rot to describe the cognitive fatigue and mental exhaustion that is associated with digital engagement. I do want to be careful about that term, that language, because it does not mean that the brain is literally rotting. It's not rotting. Rot makes it sound like you can never come back from it, and that's just not the case. The study also doesn't really prove that watching a few videos causes depression and lack of attention. It was a self-reported study conducted at one point in time, largely with young adults. I believe most of the participants were around 22. So you can't demonstrate a causal chain unfolding over time. What the researchers found is, as is often the case with research, was a lot more nuanced than that. And you're seeing my nerd hat come out here. So their statistical model, the digital cognitive fatigue did not directly predict depression, but instead it appeared to participate in what they described as a lost spiral. Cognitive exhaustion was associated with burnout. Burnout was associated with greater stress and anxiety. And then those states were further associated with depressive symptoms. And again, not proof that one thing causes the other, but man, did I think it raised some important creative questions. What happens when we constantly take in more material than we can metabolize? What happens when each new thing displaces the previous thing before it's become memory, association, or thought? What is happening when our attention is activated all day, every day, but rarely allowed to deepen beyond the surface? I don't think the cost is just lost time. I think part of the cost is lost creative capacity, because practice requires cognitive resources. It requires enough attention to notice subtlety and engage with subtlety and ambiguity. It needs enough patience to repeat something that's not good yet. And it needs enough emotional regulation to survive frustration. It also needs enough curiosity to resist declaring the experiment a failure prematurely, and enough interior quiet to allow yourself to hear an idea before the world tells you what it should become. You can't make a home for an idea from whatever scraps of attention happen to be left behind. And this isn't like an argument that technology is evil. I use technology every day. I love technology. I'm talking to you through technology right now. It allows artists, teachers, writers, small businesses to reach people and to work at a scale that they simply never could have before. So this is not an argument against technology or an argument for purity. This is an argument for digestion. Digestion. Take things in, then stop. Let them encounter your memories, your experiences, your questions, your contradictions, your very unique way of perceiving. Let the material lose the voice it arrived with. Let it become strange again, and then let it become yours. A creative practice is partly the art of giving experience enough time to become thought.